Barnstormers have brought in a new pitcher. It'll be right-hander Jeff Bennett, and he will be the 5th pitcher of the night for Lancaster. So Bennett comes on to pitch the 8th inning, and he will go to work against the top of the order for the Sugar Land Skeeters. Barnstormers out in front 4-2, and Bennett just trying to hold this lead. And we'll see if they set up Hamulak for a potential save in the ninth. Jeff Bennett making his 37th appearance of the season. He has an earned run average of 2.67. He's done a fine job this year for the Barnstormers. He took the loss in his last outing. That was on Monday night in the extra inning game. But prior to that, he had thrown 4 straight scoreless games. And he pitched very well on the recent homestand against Camden, New York. And in Saturday night's game, threw a scoreless inning and picked up the save and relief on Saturday night.
The 8th inning is his comfort zone, typically. We'll see how he fares against a right-handed batter, a switch hitter, and a left-handed batter.
Dominic Ramos will lead things off for Sugar Land here in the 8th inning. And he looks at the first pitch. It's a strike called right there down the heart of the plate. So Jeff Bennett comes in throwing strikes out of the bullpen. Barnstormers 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Pitch taken, another strike over that outside corner. 0-2. 4-8-0 for the Barnstormers. 2-6-3 for the Sugar Land Skeeters. And it was errors that contributed to the early exit of Jason Lane, the starter for Sugar Land tonight. That pitch comes low and in on the breaking ball, and it's 1-2 now to Dominic Ramos. Mark Brockman was the starter for the Barnstormers and pitched 5 2/3 innings, gave up just 1 run on 3 hits, and he brought his good stuff to the mound tonight. Bennett wastes a pitch outside, and the count moves to 2-2 to Ramos. After Brockman, there have been 4 other relief pitchers. Mike Johnston came on to face 1 batter, then it was Joe Bateman, and both on. Fastball low and away, the count is 3-2.
Bennett's trying to work that outside corner, but he can't tempt Marty Bauer with where those last 2 pitches have been.
He hit the corner on the first 2 pitches and has missed ever since. There's a bouncing ball headed out towards short. Kirkland charges, comes up throwing, and he fires the first in time to take care of Ramos. So Ramos grounds out to the shortstop, and that's the first out here in the 8th inning.
On that 3-2 pitch, it was time to abandon the slider away and go to the sinker down and in, and it worked. Sounded like it cracked the bat. He gets the out.
So Ramos now 0 for 4 tonight. 3 times he has grounded out. Here is DNA Cesar. He's 1 for 3 tonight, but he made an error that was very costly for the Skeeters earlier in the game at playing second base. First pitch is a sinker that misses down and away from the left-handed batter. Ball 1 to DNA Cesar. He'll be followed by Josh Presley, the power-hitting left-handed batter, the designated hitter. Fastball inside, and Cesar turns out of the way. And now the count moves to 2 balls and no strikes as Bennett has gotten behind Cesar. Bases are empty, 1 away. We're in the bottom half of the 8th inning from Sugar Land, and the Barnstormers lead 4-2. There's a strike called right at the knees. 2-1 now. Cesar takes, and it's another strike, and this one over the outside corner. So Bennett has come back from being 2-0 to evening things up at 2-2, and he will try to put away DNA Cesar. Bennett came on in relief here to start the 8th inning. He got Dominic Ramos to ground out to short. And here's the 2-2 pitch. Cesar takes. It's down at his feet. And that fills it up. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Boy, we've seen a lot of full counts tonight on both sides of the ledger from both teams. 3-2 pitch, little hopper over the mound, bouncing out toward the bag at second. Cody Kirkland coming in to get it, and he makes a strong throw after scooping it up right in front of the second base bag, and he throws out Cesar. So we've seen two straight hustling plays by the Barnstormers shortstop, Cody Kirkland, here to start off the 8th inning. Well, we've seen some great defense by the Barnstormers. Kirkland has done a great job at short, and we saw Kyle Haynes at shortstop the other night. He made some dazzling plays.
We started this year with Jesus Mershon at shortstop, who was just a fine, polished shortstop. Then he got signed, and even before that, he had shifted over to third. Jaime Pedroza played a nice short. He hadn't been there in a while. Very good going to his right.
Here's Josh Presley, and he looks at ball one on a sinker that misses low in the dirt. Presley, the big power-hitting designated hitter, 14 homers this year. 2 of them have come in this series against the Barnstormers. Josh batting .275 this year with 60 runs batted in. The breaking ball floats in over that outside corner, and it's 1-1 now to Josh Presley. Presley has a hit tonight. He singled to left center his last time up in the 6th inning. Prior to that, he had flied out twice. So he has hit 3 balls in the air. 2 of them have been caught. He comes up here with the bases empty, 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. And the Skeeters trailing by 2 runs. He swings, and it's a chopper over the mound again. It's out toward second base. This time it's the second baseman Mejia who was going to take it, but we saw the ball bounce off his glove and ricochet into shallow center. Well, it looked like there was some confusion because it was right over the bag. Kirkland was coming in, Mejia was coming in, and it was Gilberto who took it as Kirkland pulled up. And they may have had a miscommunication, and the ball scooted away, and that ball ends up in center field. They're giving a hit to Josh Presley. That's what they flash on the scoreboard.
Wow. Mejia was there, had the throw, and now they're going to run for Presley. An error gets put on the board. Now they changed it to an error. Well, there have been 2 or 3 plays this series where it has wavered back and forth. We haven't been sure what the call has been. Well, that's an E4. Is it possible to have 2 middle infielders whose range is too good because they nearly collided on a ball that might have gotten up the middle against other infields? And Mejia got to it, but had to look at Kirkland, took his eye off the ball.
So Presley reaches on the error by the second baseman Mejia, and Iggy Suarez has come on to pinch run. And Aaron Bates, the hitter, grounds into third. Charging the ball is Bridger Hunt. A long throw to first and a big stretch by Travis Dinker, and that takes care of Aaron Bates. So the 3rd ground ball out of the inning, and that takes care of the Skeeters here in the 8th. No runs, no hits, 1 error, a man left. At the end of 8 from Sugar Land, Texas, it's the Barnstormers 4 and the Skeeters 2.
Find out why.